You know what we haven't done in a while? A good old-fashioned thrift haul. And if you're thinking, but Scotty, why didn't you take us with you? We like to get out of the house. Well, my dear friends, you are in luck because there is technically a thrift with me filmed and posted. It's just not on my channel. You see, I went thrifting with my close and personal friend, Tia Renee, as well as our friend Jordan, and she vlogged it for us, and the vlog is on her channel. So if you would like to watch that before you watch the haul, by all means, go watch it. I will link it down below, but be sure to hurry back and see what I found. I've also thrown in a few extra goodies that I got online on like Poshmark, Depop, and all of that stuff. So there's lots in here for you. So first category is clothes. I'm saving the home decor for last because that is where the best items are. And because I read my retention analytics, I'm keeping you in suspense. But hey, there's some bangers in the clothes category, so it's a good time all around. So first things first, I actually set out for some basics because if there's one thing about me, I am really bad at acquiring basics. The super whimsy maxing I got covered, but when it comes to basics, that's where I really lack, and I feel like that shoots me in the foot a lot of the times when I'm putting together outfits. So I was on the hunt for some things that would work as basics in everyday outfits. And the first thing I actually don't have with me is just a basic black camisole, specifically like a stretchy, comfortable one. You know what? It's not a catastrophe that it's in the laundry right now and I can't show it to you because it's basic, okay? I'm only including it in this haul because I'm super proud of myself that I set out with that goal in mind and I achieved it. So next, I wanted to find some t-shirts because I used to have too many t-shirts and then I went through a phase where I got rid of all my t-shirts. And so now I need more t-shirts. And the first one is this one. Again, she's basic, but she has a little bit of whimsy, so definitely gonna get somewhere out of that. I've also been more attracted to like blues recently, as you can see. I don't know what my color season is. I kind of don't care if I like it. If I feel like it looks good on me, I wear it. And I do think this looks good on me, so add to cart. Next, a cute little crop tank. This is a very vibrant teal. It's also very thick, very stretchy. It has that ribbed material, so very comfy. I have a very similar one in an olive tone, but that one has a built-in bra, and built-in bras are the bane of my existence because they never fit over my tatas. And this one does not have that. So I feel like everything is kind of in the same color palette. Even some of the decor, you will see. It is this velvet kind of teal cropped t-shirt. Again, it's kind of a t-shirt, kind of not. Casual, but still has whimsy. You kind of get where I'm going with this. It's a basic for me. For other people, it may not be a basic, if that makes sense. And oh look, another kind of like bluish looking top. It's kind of similar to this one. I really like this. Again, it's a basic, it's a t-shirt, but it has a really cool texture to it. And it's not cropped, but it's not full length either. It kind of hits me at like the perfect spot, which I really like. Now this one's confusing. I mean, it's not. I mean, you look at the style and you're like, that's very Scotty. But the size, you're like, is that for a toddler? That is teeny tiny. How does that fit? Magic. That's how it fits. No, it's actually extremely stretchy. It's like that compression fabric. I did not try this on because the Goodwills here do not have fitting rooms. So I was like, I'm taking a risk here picking this up because this looks like this would not even fit half of me. But alas, it does fit and I really like it. And it has that lace up detail, which reminds me of my Forest Ink clothing pants, which are my favorite. I now have them in a leopard print. I gotta be in the right mood to wear it, but they're pretty badass, so I still wear them. The reason why I'm trying to acquire these like whimsy basics, it's still kind of fantasy, still kind of cool, but comfortable, super casual, is because I'm doing a lot of traveling for my videography. Another reason why I've been more absent, I've been going on trips galore and also getting sick galore. We'll talk about that later. You know what? We're gonna have like a catch-up sesh after we're done hauling this stuff, and then all my besties that actually give a crap, you can stay. Those of you who just clicked on this video who have no idea who I am, you have permission to click away if you want to. When we get to that point, don't click away yet. We're not done. I haven't got to the best part. Okay, so another one, I have been really enjoying like the acid wash look to t-shirts lately. girly because I like the more like grungy side of things, if you know what I mean. So like fantasy grunge. And this is also Aerosmith. I've been looking for band tees as well. And then the last thing that I got at this Goodwill in terms of clothes, I'm taking some risks. I didn't try this on, which is
crazy. You're crazy, girl.
These cargo capris. I specifically got these because they reminded me of pants that I used to wear when I was a teenager, and I've recently been trying to, I don't know, I thought it'd be cool to kind of like get some stuff that reminds me of when I was a teenager and restyle it and reinterpret it and all that stuff. Have I done that yet? No. And then if we are to get into the things that I got off the internet, first of all, I just want to appreciate the cohesive color palette right here that's going on. So first thing I'm gonna start with are these velvet pantaloons. I specifically got these. They are Shein, first of all. Disclaimer. I got these because I had found the black pair at Goodwill like 2 or 3 years ago. And despite being Shein, they are one of my favorite pairs of pants. So I told myself, if I came across them in the wild, another color, I would buy them, which I did. I found these green ones and they're secondhand, so it feels a little bit better. And also this green is, I love it. And then the next thing I got is this kind of overdress. This is by Nanette Lepore. It appears more red on camera. It's more purpley, but it's sheer. It kind of reminds me of Free People a little bit. It has these chiffon and there's lace. I'm gonna insert a clip of me actually wearing it and styling it, and then you guys can get the full picture. But I thought this would be really cool for like my Whimsigoth fantasy-esque looks. I could either wear it at Ren Fair if it goes with one of my outfits, or just wear it as fashion. Who knows? I might actually wear these pants underneath and a top underneath instead of wearing a slip. And then the last thing in this trifecta of color palette, which here's the thing. If you guys watched my 2026 thrift wish list, I said I really wanted a pair of either tapestry or florally paisley boots, whether they're tapestry or they're velvet. And so when I found these, I was like, oh my God, I did it. I got one of my things on my list. Unfortunately, they're a half size too small. Sometimes I can get away with wearing 6.5s, and I have in the past, but these 6.5s are a little too tight. I can wear them. It's just a little uncomfy. I am thinking about selling them. Yes, I could put a bag of water in it and then freeze them to stretch them out, but I don't know how that's gonna work with this material. Let me know if you think I should sell them or try to stretch them, but they're really cool. And then, okay, so this is gonna look familiar. You guys are gonna be like, wait, don't you already have this sweater? No, I actually sold it last year. So I had the KJP fall leaf sweater and then I sold it because it's super itchy. Fun fact, or not so fun fact, KJP sweaters are super duper itchy. All of the ones I've had, they've been really itchy. So I kind of sold them all last year. There's other reasons, but I won't get into it why I sold my KJP sweaters, but I wanted to find a dupe because the dupes so far that I've encountered are like really soft. This one is originally, I think it's from Chic Wish. I knew Chic Wish had a dupe, but I didn't want to buy it new. I wanted to find it secondhand, and I did. And it is super soft. In fact, I feel like it's thicker, maybe like a little bit thicker than the KJP one, but it is a lot softer. So I'm gonna get a lot more wear out of it this fall, because that was the thing I was running into. I was never wearing it because it was freaking itchy, and I'm like, ugh. And so I can still match my bestie, Sarah, because I did buy her one of the KJP sweaters so we can match at one point, and then I sold it and I felt bad. So anyway, she's back, but in another form. And then lastly, I got myself this graphic tee with the kitty, and I don't know if you guys have heard of the brand The Mountain. They have some really cool fantasy style t-shirts. I did research first to make sure they weren't AI. These predate AI. There's a lot of like shirts this style that have been coming out that use AI graphics. I accidentally was sent one by a brand, and then I was like, no way, I'm not promoting this, sorry. And I offered to send it back. But this brand has the vibe I'm looking for, and it's not AI. So I wanna get more. They have like dragons and fairies and wizards. I did get the 2XL, it's a bit too big, and I did not realize the listing did not say there were holes in this. There are like little pinholes in the front. I think I'm just gonna end up sleeping in this one, guys, and I'm gonna try to track down another copy of this t-shirt, perhaps in a large or an XL, a little bit in better condition. I'm not gonna fault the buyer because they did sell it for a lot cheaper. People sell these for like $30 or $40. I got this one for $11, which still may seem too expensive for a shirt with holes, but it's fine. It's fine, guys. So now we are getting into home decor, which might be the most exciting category for some. I will be, again, saving the best piece for last. Don't fast forward, there's some good stuff in here. First, we have a mug. Do I need another mug? No, I don't, but here we go. I'm a sucker for handmade pottery, especially when it's $2.49. And then this is a little bit of a head scratcher, like, why did you get this tiny little pot? It's not really a pot. I think it might be a measuring cup that kind of just looks like a pot. But my thought was this would look so cute hanging on my belt with a hobbity outfit. Yeah, you get it? I'm like Samwise Gamgee and I have all my utensils to cook Frodo a delicious stew. And then when you watch Tia's vlog, you might see us going through the craft section. I found these gorgeous beads, which will really come in handy for future crafting projects. If you don't know me and this is the first video you've clicked on, fun fact, I do a lot of like fantasy inspired crafts. When I say a lot, I mean like one a year lately. There's reasons and I'll get to it when we catch up. And then you'll also see this in Tia's vlog. I got a frog. Well, it could be a toad. Look at this guy. He's so cute. I don't usually buy stuffed animals at the thrift store because there is a risk, but I looked him over. I didn't see any bugs. I did put him in a trash bag and freeze him for a few fortnights. And there's a couple spots I need to spot treat, and I did spray him down with a little bit of sanitizer. I wanted to actually soak him, but there's like something inside, a hard piece of plastic. It feels like a battery pack, but for the life of me, I can't figure out if there's a battery pack, what it's for. You know, usually you like squeeze. Is this it? Is it just dead? This might have croaked at one point, but the croak croaked, and it don't croak no more. And then this actually is just a basket. Home organization stuff. Coming soon, I will be reorganizing my closet, and I know you guys want me to make a video about that because it's very satisfying. And I'll be also cleaning out my closet and selling stuff. And second to last, before we get into the good thing that made me scream a scrumped or scrumped a scream, we just have these cute little bird houses. I like again, this kind of goes with the whole like green and blue colorway that we have going with this haul, especially the stuff that I found, not the stuff from the online, but the stuff from the Goodwill when I went with Tia. It all kind of goes. I have considered though repainting these and making them look more hobbity because we do want to put them in our backyard, and our again, of course, we're creatures of habit. Our backyard is going to be fantasy. So I am considering painting these. They're cute, but I think they might be a little sun faded. All right, now for the pièce de résistance. The thing you have all been waiting for, specifically my friend, Vintage 90s Witch. I sent her a video of this when I found it from the trunk. We were in an arc and I saw this from afar and I immediately ran to it and made the lady that was in that specific aisle a little bit scared. Actually, she laughed. It's all good. It's all good vibes. But, ta-da! Are you kidding me? You found this in an arc? Yes, I did. And I grabbed it and threw it. I placed it in the cart. When I found it, they were all kind of like placed into one another, so I didn't know that it was a whole set until I like opened it up, and then I was scared that the cashier would try to charge me for each one individually, and you know what? I still would have paid it. But as a whole, I paid $5.99 for this. So I'm pretty happy. And so you know what this and this means, and then some other like really cool box finds I've been finding lately. I've been really finding good boxes for organization. It means, again, we need to reorganize my closet and try to like decorate it, make it look aesthetic. So that's gonna be coming soon. I think for now, we're just gonna do a regular schmegular closet clean out because it's getting a little unhinged in there. Or we could do both. Let me know what you guys want. Do you wanna separate like closet clean out and then an organization video? Or do you want like a 2-for-1 special, closet clean out, organization? We could do that, honestly. But anyway, that's everything I found. And so now I'm gonna get into where the heck have I been? Why have I been only uploading one video a month at best, one every other month at worst? Well, remember when I said that I was sick and I'm still a little like nasally and like, and then I was in April? Well, that's why. But also, I mean, I've also just been struggling with long form content lately. It's been kind of rough. I have considered hiring an editor to help me out with it. It's just I can't afford it. I rarely make more than $800 a month from YouTube. People assume I make like hand over fist money. I don't. I do this for funsies. Also, again, I've been going on trips lately because I do like videography stuff. And so I've been having a lot of like backlog that I've been having to like edit and stuff. I went to Romantasy in February and I got like 128 gigabytes worth of footage. And then in March, I went to the Dead Wrath and Beyond Fantasy Photo Retreat and I shot 39 looks, not including my own looks that other people helped me film as well. So I think it's upward to like 40 to 42 looks that I filmed. And so I've been like slowly chipping away at getting all those edited, including individual clips, reels, and things to give to my clients. So that has been my priority. Have I fallen back on that as well because I've been so freaking sick? Yes, this last flu that I had was probably the sickest I've ever been in my life. I did test for COVID and for the flu, negative on both, so I'm very confused what the heck happened to me. But I'm starting to feel better, still having to take Sudafed every day. Since I moved here, I believe I've been sick, like respiratory-wise, like 5 times. So this is specifically addressed to the person who complained that I've been doing a lot more sit-down videos lately. That's why, because the after effects of these flus and illnesses has been catastrophic. It has severely affected my energy levels. Like just going to the Ren Fair this last weekend, I did not have that much energy. I tried my best, but you guys are definitely going to be able to tell when you watch that video. It is probably not my best and I'm thinking about not even putting it out, but it's also opening weekend and I don't want to skip it. I am trying my best, guys. I do want to get better. That's why I want to hire an editor because again, the editing takes a lot of time. It takes me way too long to edit videos because then I can just focus on the actual filming and having fun and the ideas and all of that stuff. Because like I want to get back into crafting. I want to do more fun videos that doesn't involve me just sitting on my butt in front of this backdrop. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this haul. I hope you enjoyed this little catch-up session. And if you have any ideas for me, things you want to see, please leave it down below because even though I have a lot of ideas, sometimes my ideas need some sprucing. So if you want to share with the class down below or let me know what your favorite find was, I appreciate it. Thank you so much to my channel members and my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much and being patient with me as I've been a little bit absent. If you guys want to keep up with me, the best place to do so is on Instagram and TikTok. I post all the time. I've been doing a lot of short form because that is easier for me to manage. So if you want to see my face more often, go follow me there. I would really appreciate it. Or if you're a Facebook person, I also post on freaking Facebook of all places. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I will see you next time. And again, Tia's video is linked down below. All right, bye. Psh.